Yeah, we are expecting that today. Unfortunately, not going to look as nice as it does down there in Gulf Shores from our camera down there on the beach. But we are expecting some more heavy rain and the threat for some localized flooding going throughout today and for tomorrow. Additional waves of this, so make sure and avoid any of those flooded roads. Would not be surprised if we had a few roads underwater and some flash flood warnings in portions of the area before the day is all said and done. We have this area of low pressure that was hanging out near the coast yesterday. It does have some tropical-like characteristics with it, which is why the clouds even yesterday looked more like a tropical type of system. That's the type of thing that we're looking at for today, which means very heavy downpours, very large raindrops. It leads to ponding on the roadways very quickly. It also leads to a lot of excessive rainfall amounts in a short amount of time. So definitely want to make sure and just use the air side of caution on a day like today with any of that heavier rain that is passing through the region. This is going to move towards the north and east, just to the east of Birmingham, and that is going to lead to some of these training bands of showers and storms that you can already see are kind of forming in these lines across the radar here at the noon hour. Temperatures sitting in the 70s and 80s across the region. Most of us not going to move much for the rest of this afternoon with the abundance of moisture in place. Some very heavy rain, a few embedded lightning strikes right along Interstate 65 right now from Coleman to Good Hope, Hansfield, back into portions of Cordova, Summerton, eastern portions of Walker County, pushing on towards the south. The Birmingham Metro avoiding the heaviest of the rain right now, but we expect some of these additional bands to kind of build in from our west and eventually move on towards the east. Some light to moderate rain falling right now just south and east of the McCalla area, back into portions of North Bibb County, right along Highway 5 towards Brent, and some heavier rain, even portions of Chilton County starting to pass on towards the north. So everything is going to be moving towards the east, but very slowly for the rest of today. So rain chances, we'll put it up around 60% for the afternoon, because odds are as soon as we're seeing all the rain east of Interstate 65, we won't see much west of Interstate 65. So we're not going to put it up to a widespread 80 to 100% chance for today, because not all of us are going to be seeing rain at the exact same time. Futurecast shows it very well. Heavier rain building in, especially for eastern Alabama going into this afternoon. Could be seeing some localized flooding between 2 to around 6 p.m. for places like Talladega, Clay County, Anniston area, Calhoun County, back up to Cherokee County as well. I would say this is the area to watch closest going throughout the rest of today. And then we'll see additional showers and storms potentially back building on the backside of this low pressure as it continues to pass off towards the north. It does look like we get a break tonight with mostly cloudy skies lingering into our Thursday morning, and then we'll have some leftover boundaries kind of draped across the region from northwest to southeast, and that's going to lead to additional showers and storms forming throughout tomorrow. These also could be training over the same areas. So just through the end of today, I wouldn't take the numbers in towns verbatim, but notice anywhere where we see the yellow and orange are pockets of 2 inches or more of rain, that is going to be found in portions of the area before the day is over. Adding on to the rain for tomorrow, we could see some places getting over 3 inches of rain before all of it's said and done through the end of the day on Thursday. So we're now under a slight and marginal risk for flash flooding today, a marginal risk for tomorrow as well. So definitely want to avoid some of those low-lying areas that are a bit more vulnerable to becoming covered in water, especially with the flash flooding becoming more of a risk. So we're going to go ahead and push to the 7-day forecast here in just a moment. And if we can get to it, the weekend forecast looking all right, but I'm having a little bit of problem here with the clicker. So the 7-day is showing that we're going to have temperatures getting into the lower 90s once we get to the end of this week, the beginning of the weekend. Hot and humid conditions. The extended 10 days shows much of the same with the hot and humid weather with spotty storms sticking around. Kristen?